look at the port sector, there are only finite number of ports and jetties. So it's not that it is very difficult to really list out all of them, and the government has to decide that okay, we have to provide rail and road connectivity which is of a world class to all of these places. Now, so it's a question of planning and speed of implementation, because it's not just that we keep talking about it, we have to eventually implement it. So if 4-lane highways have to be there, or 8-lane highways have to be there, or if rail connectivity has to be there, it has to be there. So like if you see that if somewhere you have to reach, roads will get made, but same is not true for rail. But if you look at ports where large cargoes are being handled, unless there is rail connectivity, it doesn't, it's not really possible for ports to flourish and for the cost of transportation to come down. The entire sea movement through waterways will be successful only if there is proper rail connectivity from the point where the goods are taken out from the sea and then they are transported to the destination. So it's a combination of various modes of transportation which have to come into play. So the rail side, which we have neglected so far, has to be really given that push, so that every possible port which is there in the country, there should be rail connectivity. And whether it has to be on the private side or the public side, or railways will do it, how it has to be done, the stakeholders have to sit down and decide. I would say that maybe railway should privatize setting up this, and it's not just that the port operator has to do it, because then it becomes very difficult for port operator, because the costs go up, and this has to be done on a standalone basis. On the basis of the economics of the case, that the rail and road connectivity is provided, and this is not something which is debatable. Unless this is done, I don't think that what we are talking about is going to be successful.